Hello, I'm going to introduce you something I've been working on for a little bit. I'm going to call this Intruder Net. It's basically a hacking game, so it's supposed to be as bare bones. But right now, it's more of a simulation than anything. The overarching idea is you could do like hacker stuff, you could be like a hacker for hire, or you could do the opposite. Like use your skills to make money. One of the concepts that I've kind of drawn up was you could go to like a job website and be like a hacker for hire, or you could be like you can like a police like hit list, right? Like they'll pay you to clean up malware left by other players in like a different network. There's going to be like NPC networks for like businesses, like homes, stuff like that. Best way to describe it, it's supposed to be very realistic, and I say that in quotes. It's not supposed to be like anything too crazy. Yeah, so you like for like if you want to be like a hacker fire, you go to like the deep web and then look for like dark net websites or something like that. Like currently we have like jobs.com is what I'm gonna probably call it. You can like pick up a contract, you can like steal credentials, or install malware in someone's computer, something like that, right? You could do stuff like install crypto miners on like other people's computers, exploit your way into like someone's machine and like install a crypto miner, so you're making passive money off of somebody else's stuff. There's also going to be at some point, right, it's all theoretical, like those businesses are going to have like IT departments and they're going to be able to like look into intruders and stuff like that. It depends. Eventually when we get these NPCs all fleshed out, of course I haven't really, this isn't something that's in the game currently, but the idea is for NPCs they're going to be like normal people, they're going to go to work, they're going to go to like businesses and stuff like that. So if you're like doing a job, right, you can see them like actively on their computer doing stuff. Like if you were to take a screenshot of their computer, you can see them like looking at emails or like writing a report or something like that. And there's more that I should talk about, but in the future. But let me tell you what I have right now. So for networking, it's pretty baseline. Like you have routers and you have computers. The computers talk to other computers through the routers. Stuff like that, TCP, UDP. You know, it's all handled in the back end, right? It's a lot more simple than how I had it before in different concepts. There's services that work on top of that network stack, like SSH, DNS, Apache. There's actually domain name resolution, so like in real life, if you set your name server to like quad 8, like 8.8.8.8, I'm pretty sure it's one of Google's DNS servers. In the game we have something similar. It's the same IP address in the game, not in the actual world, right? There's like a difference here. So you can actually like resolve domain names if they're in that machine. So there's like Apache, it's like a web server, right? You can host web servers if you wanted to, or like for jobs, like to face them and stuff like that. There's going to be, so I have the external networks right now. So every IP address, if you were to play the game right now and navigate to, they're all external. So the internal of it is there's like, you know, the 192.168 dot whatever. Those are all going to be changed in the future, right? So when routers get an update, you know, they're going to be able to actually like forward ports and stuff to different devices. All of that to say you can do whatever you want if you have the ability to. That's kind of the idea, you know, you have the freedom, the reign of freedom to do whatever you can put yourself to do, I guess, or like whatever you can find out about. So it's a really big, if you think about the internet, it's a really big collection of what I've already described. Players can do whatever they want. They'll have a reputation. They can do really bad things, really good things. All depends on what jobs they take. Stuff like that, right? I think that's interesting because there's other games that built on top of that idea, but I feel like they could have done a little bit better in the sandbox environment. Let's talk about the machines, right? The machines have a command line interface that is used to interact with everything else, right? All the other computers, routers, whatever. So say you were to do like a cat command, right? You want to read a file, boom, cat, and then you can see the contents of that file, right? There's actually system calls that go on behind the scenes that reach down and do all the reading and writing, all that stuff. Each machine has their own disk, as well as like an internet connection to the actual bigger internet. There's going to be stuff like password hashing. Let's say that you break into someone's computer, right, with like the credentials of John, and somehow John can read the Etsy shadow file, right? You can pull that back and you can actually like dehash those passwords, submit those for money if you're doing like a hacker for hire kind of thing, which would be pretty crazy. Yeah, there's DNS resolution we talked about. The Apache service, I actually just implemented this, so there's a web browser in the game. You can actually like navigate to other websites, which means that you can make your own website, and you can also take down other people's website if you have access to that machine. What to expect for the future? These devlogs, right, are just going to be like a baseline to see like where I'm at and to hopefully get feedback from other people too. I really just want to see what other people think about this and see how much support it'll get. I'm going to make this regardless. This is like my passion project. Feedback, other people's opinions is very much so welcome. Anyway, that's devlog 1. Let me know what you guys think.